Have you ever noticed that some traders are like clockwork? They only trade during one session, nothing else. They're focused, disciplined, and strangely serene, while the rest of the world is hopping from one session to another, chasing every opportunity like it's a free pizza. There's a reason these traders behave this way, and it's not just luck or laziness. Trading only one session says a lot about their personality, mindset, and approach to life itself. Today, we're going to dive deep into the psychology of traders who focus on a single session, why they do it, how they think, and what makes them so different from the "I'll trade everything I see" crowd. First, let's talk about discipline and focus. Traders who trade only one session are masters of focus. They know exactly when the market moves, what patterns to look for, and how to position themselves. Their brains are trained to observe and analyze a specific time frame with laser-like precision. Psychologically, this shows a personality that values structure and routine. Life can be chaotic. Charts jump, news breaks, markets react. But these traders thrive on predictability. Their minds crave a clear window of opportunity where they can operate with maximum efficiency without being distracted by noise from other sessions. This focus is also linked to self-control. Choosing to trade only one session is not about limiting opportunities. It's about limiting emotional exposure. Every trade carries stress, and every decision triggers your emotional responses. By confining their trading to one session, they control the emotional swings that can wreck a trader's psychology. It's like choosing to eat one dessert a day instead of binging on the entire bakery. Next, we see strategic patience. Traders who trade only one session understand that markets don't move on demand. They're aware that missing a few opportunities is not the end of the world. They're selective, waiting for high probability setups and avoiding impulsive decisions. This behavior reflects a long-term mindset. Unlike impulsive traders who chase every spike and dip, session-focused traders see the bigger picture. They understand that one well-timed trade can outperform 10 random trades across multiple sessions. Their psychology is calm and measured. They aren't driven by FOMO or the adrenaline of constant action. Interestingly, this also suggests a strong sense of emotional intelligence. They can recognize when they are stressed, overconfident, or tired, and they won't force trades outside their session. Their emotions are aligned with their strategy, not the other way around. Another trait is risk awareness and management. Traders who stick to one session are often more mindful of risk. They know their limits, how much they can handle in a single session, how much risk they're willing to take, and when to step away. Psychologically, this shows a personality that is prudent, realistic, and self-reflective. They respect the market and themselves. Unlike overtraders, they avoid chasing losses or trying to make up for it outside their session. Their trading approach is less about luck and more about consistent, controlled decision-making. This behavior also indicates self-discipline and lifestyle habits. These traders often have routines that support their session: proper sleep, exercise, preparation, and even nutrition. They treat their trading time like a professional appointment, respecting the session as a sacred window of work, not a casual hobby. Now let's talk about cognitive processing and learning style. Focusing on one session allows traders to deeply understand market behavior in that specific period. Their brains are constantly analyzing, recognizing patterns, and refining strategies based on repeated exposure to similar conditions. This reflects a personality that is analytical, reflective, and growth-oriented. They aren't satisfied with surface-level understanding. They dig into the nuances of price action, liquidity, and market sentiment. This focus also encourages learning through consistency. By trading only one session, they accumulate highly relevant experience quickly. Their mistakes are easier to analyze. Their successes easier to replicate. Psychologically, this creates confidence and mastery in their domain. There's also a psychological comfort in predictability. Trading multiple sessions can be mentally exhausting. Traders are exposed to different market behaviors, time zone dynamics, and overlapping news events. This unpredictability can increase stress and decision fatigue. By sticking to one session, traders create a psychological safety zone. They know what to expect, can plan their strategies in advance, and minimize surprises. This comfort reduces anxiety and supports better decision-making. Interestingly, this behavior often translates into other areas of life. Traders who focus on one session may prefer structured schedules, controlled environments, and routines in personal life as well. They're less likely to be scatterbrains and more likely to be methodical in how they approach challenges. There's also a social psychology angle. Traders who trade only one session often appear calm and detached to outsiders. They're not constantly talking about trades, analyzing charts at odd hours, or chasing trends impulsively. This detachment doesn't mean they're lazy. It reflects a balanced personality that values work-life separation. They're often introspective, self-aware, and comfortable with solitude. Trading one session allows them to engage deeply with their strategy without being influenced by the noise of other traders or social pressure. Their psychology benefits from a sense of control over both markets and their environment. Let's not forget resilience and emotional endurance. Markets are unpredictable. Even in a single session, things can go wrong. Traders who focus on one session develop a resilient mindset, learning to recover from losses and maintain emotional stability. They understand that success isn't about winning every trade, but about mastering the process. Psychologically, this shows maturity, adaptability, and self-reliance. They're less likely to panic, more likely to follow their rules, and able to detach from short-term setbacks. Finally, we see self-awareness and personal alignment. Choosing one session is a conscious decision. It reflects an awareness of personal limits, preferences, and strengths. Psychologically, this is significant. These traders understand themselves better than most multi-session traders. They know how they operate best, when their mind is sharpest, and what conditions allow them to perform optimally. This self-knowledge fosters confidence, consistency, and peace of mind, all critical for long-term trading success. So, what does the psychology of a one-session trader tell us? It tells us about discipline, focus, and self-control. It tells us about patience, selectivity, and emotional intelligence. It tells us about risk awareness, consistency, and personal alignment. These traders are strategic, self-aware, resilient, and methodical. They understand the value of mastering one environment deeply rather than spreading themselves thin. Trading one session isn't about limiting opportunity. It's about mastery, peace of mind, and long-term success. If you've ever wondered why some traders never overextend, why they seem calm while others panic, now you know. Their psychology is built on awareness, discipline, and strategy, not chance. And here's the subtle beauty of it. This mindset doesn't just work in trading. It can be applied to any area of life, focusing on your strength, setting boundaries, and mastering your craft in a controlled and deliberate way. Traders who trade only one session aren't missing out. They're winning in ways most people don't even notice. They've learned that mastery and peace of mind are far more valuable than chasing every opportunity, and their psychology reflects the kind of calm, strategic excellence that others often aspire to.